Hello, everyone. Let's do this one more time. Besides the microphone not being plugged in, a sneezing a fit, and me having to run to the bathroom. This is the fourth time, one, two, three, four, fourth time I've had to do this today. Fourth take, that is. I try to do this as it happens, but I don't think you're going to see me sneezing my ass off. And sorry about the hair. I had to make a trip back to the 80s and had to fit in a little bit. Anyway. Mike, get this out of the way. Mike, this is for you. Faster. It was good. Anyway, little sippage here too. Diet Pepsi, you owe me money. This is an endorsement. Yeah, drinking your product in front of the dozen of my fans. All right. Anyway, little news thing here. I'm going to try to get some midweek things out of the way since this is Wednesday. This must be the midweek show, I guess, so we're doing 2 a week now. No, I run across so much idiocy and so much weird shit that I have to spread it over 2 days. So, anyway, let me look at my notes here. Yes, in California, of all places, this happening. Wow, this is amazing. A federal judge tosses out Stormy Daniels' case against Trump and orders her to pay his legal fees. President Trump, not only did I vote for you, I admire you greatly now. Sir, salute. You're the first man in history to have a hooker pay you. Holy shit, man. He's running around calling her horseface, and she's throwing a fit about that. So she decides to talk about his small penis and how tiny his penis is. That's typical women bullshit. First thing you want to do, get back at a guy, talk about, something he's proud of. Talk about his dick. Yeah, no, well, I got a little news for you, Stormy. I've seen one of your porns. I wasn't impressed. Believe me, I was not impressed. And you say, that he has a small problem. Well, you got a huge problem, lady. I've seen it. Believe me, you ain't that great either. So you want to go around and talk about it, guys, you know what, Schmecko? Let's talk about your hoo-ha. Anyway, yeah, her attorney, well, let me redo this. Stormy Daniels and Christine Ford have something in common. Not are they lying bitches. They had the same attorney, Michael Avanatti, who just a couple of months ago had to give back a couple of $1 million to a former partner. So, Mr. Avanatti, look at me in the face and please tell me, I've got totally straight face here. I want to ask you a very serious question. What's it like being a 3-time fucking loser? I mean, don't they have, the Bar Association there in California have a way to discipline people for being stupid? Holy crap, man. You all just sit there and talk about how great of an attorney you are, and you can't win anything, and you keep losing money. Holy crap. You know what? The thing is about Michael Avenatti is it's not that he's a bad attorney. He's not an ambulance chaser. I mean, I would call him an ambulance chaser, but he's not an ambulance chaser. He's a spotlight chaser. Anything that looks like it's going to be in the spotlight, he runs out and jumps on top of. He wants to call Donald Trump a shyster. Wow, that's kind of amazing. Donald Trump wants he wants to call Donald Trump a shyster. He's an attorney. They can't win a case. So what does that make you, Avenatti? You're a little worse than a shyster. So call me a shyster, call Trump a shyster, call everybody a shyster you want to. They're just better than you, and you know this. Evidently, they're better than you because they're not the ones losing court cases now, are they? So, I think maybe the main thing that the bar should do to Mr. Avenatti is actually bring him up on charges for ethics violations and have him defend himself. Yeah. Avenatti, you're wonderful for the Republican cause. You're wonderful because you make Democrats look like idiots. Good going. Very good going. Anyway, next. On to the next wonderful thing. Let me see. This page is gone. Toss it. Holy crud. Elizabeth Warren Little Miss Pocahontas from the Semihole tribe. Semiholes, they're all a half-assed bunch. Elizabeth Warren lied big time. She said she was Cherokee, dressed as Little Miss Pocahontas and everything else. Put the fact that she's Cherokee, that she's Native American on legal documents and on her little directory thing that all these little politicians have. Turns out she ain't shit. She made a big deal and everything, talking about how Trump was trashing her, talking bad about Trump and everything because Trump called her out. He said to her bullshit. So she goes and gets herself tested. Yeah. Turns out she's between 164th and 1024th, possibly Cherokee. Possibly. Might be part dog, I'm not for sure. I definitely know she ain't a monkey. Monkeys got better taste. The thing is she's from Oklahoma. I lived in Oklahoma for a number of years. And if any of you women out there are from Oklahoma, and you take offense to this, I want you to ask yourself one question. Do I speak to you? Yes. Then you're not the typical Oklahoma woman. Now, living in Oklahoma, I've kind of noticed a little something weird about people in Oklahoma from there. They all claim to be Native American, but none of them have roll numbers. They can't prove it. The reason they can't prove it is because they're not. They all say, just like Elizabeth Warren says, it's a matter of family folklore. You know what folklore means? Folklore, there's not much truth to it. So even though she's like 1/1000th Native American, she's running around claiming how, I am Native American, so you have to pay your money or whatever, to my favorite charity, which happens to be a charity for domestic abuse against women. And this is kind of stupid. I want to explain why. I've seen through my life where you have these people who walk around who have to go take a test someplace in school or something. And they're walking around after they failed the fucking test. And they say, well, I might as well have passed. I scored higher than the next guy. I tried. I took the test, so I won. I passed it. I should get for passing. This bitch believes because she said she's Native American, she should be considered Native American. I guess for the Democrats, that's a little something weird that they like to run around. I remember the woman who worked for the NAACP, the white woman that claimed that she was black because she had two white parents. Yeah, and you have all these liberals and these left-wingers running around claiming to be women when they're men, but they identify as women, and women who identify as men. So I guess what you identify as, that's what you are. Well, Elizabeth Warren, I hope to God you see this, bitch. You identify as being a Native American. I identify as being the God Emperor of mankind, so get on your knees and worship me. It's that simple. You quit saying who you are or what you're not. The reason you did, Elizabeth Warren did this is to get a minority vote. Look like a minority who's running for office and get the blacks and Latinos to vote for her by saying she's a Native American. Of course, Latinos wouldn't know a Native American one bit them in the ass. Black people are just out there looking to vote for a minority no matter what they do. It's Elizabeth Warren does this. She plays this game. She's played this game her entire career. And I'm glad she got caught up. She's talking about running in 2020 against Donald Trump. Donald Trump has made it official. He is going to be running in 2020. Elizabeth Warren does not stand a chance. God, I can't believe people like her do this kind of thing. And then she wants to sit there and claim that Trump owes her a debt. There goes that note here. Let me think here. Yeah, like I said, the whole thing is a scam perpetrated by her. The Democrats allowed it to happen. They're letting everybody get away with everything so far. Now that I got that talked about, I want to get to the one thing that I had to get verified. This is frightening. This. Jesus. Nancy Pelosi let this out, and I had to verify this. I actually had to go through channels, I had to talk to a few people that I know. Actually, I talked to a Democrat politician I know. Thank you. I'm not going to mention your name. You're safe. But if you see this, I want to thank you. You know who you are. You've been a good friend for a lot of years. This is a typical Democrat thing. This is what they depend on. This is what went on with Kavanaugh. It's called a wrap-up smear. This is very typical of what the Democrats do. Anything, and the majority of the media plays right along with it because it gets ratings. It helps them get ratings and sell copies of their trash papers. I look at a lot of newspapers across the country nowadays, the same way that I look at the National Enquirer. I ignore them. I don't believe the bullshit that's in newspapers. And 90% of what the media says, even Fox fucking News, I ignore completely. There's other ways to get your news besides going to these networks. But anyway, I'm digressing here. Let me get this done. The wrap-up smear. You smear someone with falsehoods, slander them, do it in front of the press, then merchandise it. The press reports on it. You make it look like that it's true. The press will actually eat this shit up. They will smear it everywhere. Everybody will see it. And the press is so complacent in this. The press will play with your emotions. They will turn on it and make it look like everybody's dying. Nancy Pelosi likes saying that. If we don't have such and such, millions of people will die. I don't see people dying enough. Believe me, I see a lot of people out there in the world that need to be taken out of the gene pool. But Nancy Pelosi actually said this is how it works. And so did a couple of my sources. They've even used it themselves. Anyway, the left politician says, see, once it's in the press, it's, excuse me, phone. Goodbye. Once it's in the press, the politician, leftist politician, Democrat, whatever you want to call them, I call them Fruit Loops. They'll actually sit there on TV in front of an audience and go, well, it's this, and this. It's all in the press. It's all being reported by the press, so it must be true. This is called, this is called business for them. It's a typical tactic. It's one of the ones they depend on the most. The rapid smear, they keep it going, and then it finally gets to social media. Social media is got this bad habit of. This phone is being turned off. Excuse me, folks. I'm not going to restart this. I got too far into it. They could just suffer. Anyway, it finally makes it to social media, Facebook, where we all know Facebook is a bastion of truth. Whatever. But everybody starts believing this, and the media will play on your emotions. The media is very complicit in helping with the wrap-up smear. It's a way to destroy not only a career but a person's life, and they have done very, very well with it. It's either this, the wrap-up smear, or the typical say someone thing today, say something else tomorrow, and you won't remember it yesterday. They depend on that. Once this is being done, it's over. Kavanaugh was lucky. Kavanaugh didn't back down. Well, that and had Avenatti as his opposition, which kind of helped him, kind of helped Kavanaugh. But I mean, look at all what went on. Everybody went crazy. All the little fringe elements went out there and made a big deal about it. You couldn't say one word without them screaming in your face. These are the same people doing this, are the same people that on the anniversary of Hillary losing the election go out in the public and scream to the sky. And everyone wants to go and believe these people and how important they are. And you got 100 people here doing this, but you got 10,000 over here trying to ignore them. But the media want to go and show these 100 people, the fringe element people, and they want to believe everything that a left politician says, no matter how ridiculous. Remember the ice cube throwing thing? Oh yeah, the media went crazy about that. Then the politicians were like, well, it says here in the media you did do it. It was reported, so it must be true. I don't believe a damn thing the media says. I haven't in years. I've caught them in so many lies. But anyway, guys, look, I'm going to make this one short. I've got so much to do. This is midweek. I'm tired. I'll see you guys probably Friday. We're going to attempt to attack something Friday. I'm going to talk about something that's going to piss a lot of you off. I don't care if it does, but it needs to be said. You guys, this has been the midweek um, edition of the World According to Graves. I want every one of you out there to think for yourselves. I want you to think and see beyond the bullshit. Don't pay attention to the bullshit. Look beyond it. Why is it there? Why is it happening? Who's it about? And who started it? And what's their motives? It's very easy to see through. Just do it. Take a look at it and give it the finger and walk away. I do. Believe me. I feel so much better about myself. You guys, I'll see you guys Friday. Hopefully, if things work right. If not, Saturday. I might have to verify a few things. Believe me, the verification process I do on what I report on is what takes so long. I have to, it's like I've got A to do, but I can't do A till B and C is done, and that depends on other people, verifying things for me. I've got to be able to speak to them. They've got to be able to get back to me, etc. Anyway, that's probably somebody trying to get back to me on this on the phone. Anyway, you guys take care of yourselves and be good to one another. I'll catch you later. This has been the World According to Graves. I've been told to say that. Anyway, take care. Goodbye.